Hello, class. It seems that we are still struggling with word problems when it comes to multiplication and division. So what I'm going to do for you is show you using Legos how we can determine if we need to multiply or divide when you see word problems. So the first thing you need to do is, of course, read the actual word problem. The word problem says, Chris's lemon cookie recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar. How much sugar would Chris use to make 2/3 of a batch of cookies? I need you to read the question twice. No matter what, you always need to read the question twice to make sure you understand. And then you ask yourself this simple question. Are they giving me a total or are they asking me for a total? Chris's lemon cookie recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar. How much sugar would Chris use to make 2/3 of a batch of cookies? So ask yourself, Chris, class, everybody, are they giving me the total or are they asking me for the total? If they are giving you the total, you need to divide. If they're asking you for the total, you need to multiply. I'm going to read the question again. How much sugar would Chris use to make 2/3 of a batch of cookies? How much total sugar would he use? Did they give you the total already, or are they saying, I need to know the total of sugar? Well, they're asking the total amount of sugar for 2/3 of a batch of cookies. Remember, if they're asking for a total, they want you to multiply. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I'm going to use to represent 1 cup of sugar. This little funny shaped block here will represent 1 cup of sugar. And I'm using this particular block because in my question it says 2/3 of a batch of cookies. And since this Lego happens to have 3 little nodules, I'm going to use this one because my denominator that I'm multiplying by has a 3 in the denominator. They want 2 cups of sugar. The original recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar. So I'm just putting my 2 cups together. This is 1 cup, this is 1 cup. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 2/3. So that means I'm going to put 2 individual Legos 2 times because I'm multiplying by 2. So 1, 2 for this cup of sugar. 1, 2 for my next cup of sugar. Watch what's going to happen when I separate these 2 Legos. This is 1 whole, and this Lego represents 1/3. So my final answer is 1 1/3 of a cup of sugar for Chris to make his recipe. Okay, class, let's try another word problem. We're going to try to determine if we need to multiply or divide this word problem. So I'm going to read the word problem to you and work it with you. 4 friends equally shared 1/3 of a cup of peanuts. How much did each friend get? So we have our 4 friends here. I'm going to name them Jenny, Jackie, Carla, and Aislinn. I think those are cute names, by the way. I'm going to read my word problem a second time because I need to understand it and I need to make sure I understand it. 4 friends equally shared 1/3 of a cup of peanuts. How much did each friend get? Now ask yourself, did they give me the total number of peanuts that they already had to share? Or are they asking me, how much peanuts do they need? Are they asking me for a total of peanuts? Or did they say, how much did they already share? I gave you the total. How much are they sharing? Well, my friends, the answer is they gave me the total. And even though it says 1/3 of a cup of peanuts, and it doesn't really seem like a lot of peanuts, they're only sharing 1/3. They gave you the total. I'm going to share 3 of my peanuts with each of my friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why did I share 3 peanuts with each of my friends? The denominator told me so. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, each friend has 3 peanuts. The answer isn't 3 peanuts, though. That doesn't make sense. They want to know how much of the cups did each friend get. And since we divided 1/3 of a cup amongst our 4 friends, we're going to say how many individual peanuts are there? How many individual cups out of this 1/3 did we pull out? Let me count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is our answer 12 cups of peanuts, though? Does that even make sense? 12 cups of peanuts when we only started out with 1/3 of a cup of peanuts? Of course not. That doesn't make any sense. So we have to understand that we're only talking about this much right here. 1/12 of a cup of peanuts. We started out with this many peanuts, and when we divided it equally amongst our friends, everybody got 1/12 of the whole 1/3 of a cup.